Hello friends, in our previous lecture we have completed 6th chapter, that is subsidiary books. Now again in the 7th chapter we are going to see one more type of subsidiary book, that is cash book. So we are starting this chapter. Okay, we have studied some subsidiary books in chapter of subsidiary books. In this chapter we will study cash book, the most important type of subsidiary book. Cash book is one of the important subsidiary book. Generally in any business or profession there are two types of transactions, that is cash transaction and credit transaction. Credit transactions also converted into cash transaction in future, as we know that if it is credit today we will pay it tomorrow. Okay. For example, if the goods are sold on credit, then it is treated as credit transaction for the time being, but in future at the fixed time the cash is received and at the time of transaction took place on credit gets converted into cash transaction. Cash book is a type of subsidiary book in which cash transactions are only recorded. As we know, in the goods subsidiary book only credit transactions are recorded, and here we will record only cash transactions. What is the meaning of this cash book? Let's underline. A subsidiary book prepared to keep a record of cash transactions is called a cash book. Please underline this thing. A subsidiary book is prepared to keep the record of cash transaction is called a cash book. Cash transactions are recorded in the cash book. Cash receipts and payments. Receipts means what is coming in, as we have seen in first chapter, and payments means what is going on, are recorded in the cash book. At the end of given period, cash balance can be known from the cash book. That net, how much cash we are having in our hand. Cash book serves the purpose of journal entry and cash account both, as cash account is prepared in a form of ledger account. We are preparing it in both sides in the form of ledger, which is having debit and credit side both. Debit side of cash book is known as income of receipt side. Why? As per the rule, cash is a real account. Now in real account the rule is debit what comes in, means if the cash is coming in, write it on debit side. If the cash is going out, write it on credit side. Here this rule will apply. And the credit side is known as payment side. Now what is the use of this cash book? Saving of time and labor, benefit of division of labor, cash balance can be known, cash embezzlement. All these points are very easy, but what is this cash embezzlement? The balance of cash book is worked out daily or at the end of given period. Therefore, the physical cash balance can be compared with it, and if there is any error, cash embezzlement, it can be known easily. So this is very important thing, that sometimes if there is cash is missing or cash is more, we can know through these transactions. Inclusion of bank account. As per the requirement of business, the nature and volume of transaction, cash book can be prepared in various types. If 3-columnar cash book is prepared, then column for cash, bank and discount are recorded. Thus separate bank book is not also required. So this serves the purpose of a bank account also. What are the types of cash book? According to the necessity of the business or profession, cash book can be prepared in the following 3 types. Simple cash book, 2-columnar cash book, and which are columns? Cash discount, cash bank and bank and discount. These are different types. Cash or bank column, cash and discount column, or bank and discount column. 3-columnar cash book with all the columns, cash, bank and discount. Now first we are going to start simple cash book. Only cash transactions are recorded in simple cash book. Cash receipts and payments are recorded in simple cash book. As the format of cash book is like the structure of account, it is divided into 2 parts. The left side is known as debit side or receipt side, and the right side is known as cash book is known as credit side or payment side. Cash is a real account. Therefore, when the cash comes in the business, it is debited to cash account, and once the cash goes out, it is credited to the cash account. Therefore, debit side of cash book is shown as receipt side and credit side is shown as payment side. Cash payment is never done more than the receipts. Therefore, balance of cash is debit. Therefore, in the beginning of cash book, cash balance is shown as balance brought forward, or opening balance of debit side, and the end of credit side, closing balance is worked, and it is known as balance carried forward, brought forward and carried forward. The opening balance of cash is known as balance brought forward from the previous term, and the balance which we are left, that is known as balance carried forward to the next subsidiary year or month. In short, cash book on the debit side, the opening cash balance, cash receipts are recorded, whereas on the credit side, cash payments and closing cash balance are recorded. A specimen is given. See which are the columns? Date, particulars, receipt number, that is bill number, LF, amount. Again 5 more. date, particulars. This particular is payment, that side particulars is receipts. Voucher number, LF and amount. On the debit side, we will start with the opening balance, then we will record all the receipts. On the credit side, we will record all the payments, and then we will take the total of debit side, subtract the credit side, and then the balance will be known as our balance brought carried forward. Okay. Yes. Now explanations are given, that is not required. Okay. Let's write about this. So we will all write in our notebook. Chapter number 7. Cash book and its types. Subsidiary book to record. Subsidiary book to record cash transaction is known as cash book. Subsidiary book to record the cash transactions is known as a cash book. Here only cash transactions are recorded, comma, no credit transactions are recorded. Transactions relating to assets, goods, income, expenses, comma, all the types of transactions are recorded. See, in the subsidiary books where we have purchase book, sales book, purchase returns book and sales return books, there we can record only transactions related to goods, means for assets and incomes and expense we were not recording. See, if we are purchasing an asset, then we are not recording. If we are incurring any expense, then I said we will write in journal proper. So in this cash book we can write all the types of transactions, but they are compulsory to be cash, they cannot be credit. Debit side is known as receipt side, whereas credit side is known as payment side. Rule of real account will be applied as when cash comes in, show it on debit side, and when cash goes out, show it on credit side. On debit side, we start with opening balance of cash known as balance brought forward. In short, we write balance BF, B oblique F. Okay. After completing record of all transactions, comma, difference of debit and credit side is taken and closing cash balance is found and shown on credit side as balance carried forward. In short, we write balance C oblique F. So on the debit side, we are starting with opening cash balance. That is known as balance brought forward, or in short we call it balance BF. Then after completing all the transactions record, we are taking the difference of debit amount and credit amount, and the balance is known as balance carried forward, that is closing balance. It is on credit side, and in short we write balance CF. Okay, so these are some of the things which we have to remember about this. All these points are very important, my friends. See, subsidiary book to record cash transaction is cash book. Here we are recording only cash transaction, no credit transactions are recorded. Here we can record all the types of transactions, that is assets, goods, incomes, expense, all the transactions are recorded. Debit side is known as receipt side, credit side is known as payment side. Rule of real account will be applied when cash comes in debit side, when cash goes out credit side. Debit side we are starting with the opening balance of cash, that is known as balance brought forward, or in short we will write balance BF. Credit side we are writing the difference of debit and credit side, that is closing cash balance, and that is balance carried forward, that is balance CF. Now we are going to write the types of cash. We are going to show the types of cash. Types of cash book. Number 1, simple cash book. Second one, two columnar cash book, that can be cash and bank, cash and discount, bank and discount. Number 3, 3 columnar cash book, that is with all these 3 columns, cash, bank and discount. Okay, now we are writing again number 1, simple cash book. Again everyone will give number 1 simple cash book. See, specimen is clearly given. I am not drawing because we have to draw specimen for all. that is not actually required. Again we are seeing the specimen once more. You can pick this specimen, okay, if you require. For example, on 158, how the sum will be started, how you will draw specimen of a simple cash book of 3 dash. 5 columns on each side, means total we are having 10 columns. Date, particular, that is income or receipt number, LF, amount. Again date, particulars, that is payments, voucher number, LF and amount. On debit side we are starting with the opening cash balance, that is balance BF, brought forward, and again we are writing all the receipts. On credit side we are having all the payments, and at the end when we are taking the difference of debit and credit side we are having closing cash balance, that is balance CF. Okay, now we are starting a sum. On page number 184, record the following transaction in the cash book of Prapti. On page number 184, third sum. One sum we will do. Cash book of Prapti. Question number 3. Cash book of Prapti. Date. Particulars, that will be receipts. Then receipt number, then LF, then amount. In both these columns nothing will come. You can draw very narrow columns. Amount in rupees. Again date. Particulars, this is payments. Then voucher number. Again nothing will come here. LF, amount in rupees. You will draw this for 8 to 10 lines. In the between, first you draw the line, because here there are 5 columns, here there are 5 columns. So this line should be thick. Thick means jadi line. અહીંયા થોડી જાડી લાઈન ડ્રો કરજો. And here there will be thin line, means ઝીણી લાઈન. અહીંયા જાડી લાઈન હોવી જોઈએ, અહીંયા ઝીણી લાઈન હશે તો ચાલશે, બરોબર. પણ અહીંયા થોડી ઘણી લાઈન જાડી રાખજો. ઓકે, yes friends, I think you all got it. Thick and thin. Let's start the sum. On 1st June 2015, we are having opening cash balance, and as I said, the opening balance is known as balance brought forward, balance BF 1650. See, all the transactions on debit side, see this is debit side, so I will write DR. This is credit side, so it is CR. So till amount here it is debit side, till their amount it is credit side. All the transaction on debit side we will write with do, and all the transaction on credit side we will write with by. 2. Balance brought forward 10,000. Now, if the cash is coming in, think about the cash, then debit. If the cash is going out, then credit. Don't think about goods. Number 2, cash sales 3,000. Only remember, we are recording only cash transactions. So we are selling the goods, cash will come in. So come in, so debit side. Remember, we are selling the goods, we are not thinking about the goods, we are thinking about cash. By selling the goods, cash will come in, and we will write on debit side. 2, 6, 50. 2. Cash is coming through what? To sales. So to sales account, amount 3,000. Nothing will come in this 2 and this 2. So draw it very sankada column, narrow. On 3rd, cash of 2,000 brought in business. Now they are only telling we are bringing the cash, so debit side, as more funds are required. So who is bringing this cash? Owner is bringing. And when the owner is bringing the cash, we will write to capital account. 3, 6, 50. to capital account. As owner is bringing more cash in business, that is increasing capital. 2000 cash is coming. Fifth, cash purchase 6000. Now we are purchasing goods through cash, so cash is going out, so we'll write it on credit side. On 5th, 5, 6, 15. Now all the transactions on debit side should be written with 22, and here all the transactions with bye. Cash is going out through purchase, so by purchase account 6000. See, nothing is there. Think about the cash. If it is coming in, debit. If it is going out, credit. If capital is again brought, then that is also bringing in cash. Think about the cash only. Don't think about goods. Don't think about expense. Salary of 1000 and brokerage of 1500 paid by cash. We are paying salary and brokerage. Okay. Now when we are paying, cash is going out, so we'll write on credit side 7, 6, 15 by salary account. Again the date is same, so I will do 2 lines by brokerage account. So I think this is also very easy. Okay, 1000 and 1500. If you people understand it properly, then things are very easy. Okay, goods of 5000 purchased from Drona by cash. We are purchasing the goods from Drona. Name is given, but they are telling by cash, so we are purchasing the goods. Goods are coming in, but cash is going out. So again cash is going out, so credit side 9, 6, 15 by purchase account. Don't write Drona's name. By purchase account 5000. Only think about the cash. 11th, goods of 6000 sold to Mansi for cash. We are selling the goods, so cash will come in. Name is given, but still we are selling it for cash. 11, 6, 15 to sales account, amount 6000. Next, 3000 paid to Nairuti for goods purchased in previous month. Now see, there are 2 types of transactions. Refer transaction number 9th and 11th, and refer transaction number 19th and 23. One thing you remember, if you are purchasing the goods or if you are selling the goods on cash and name is given, then just write purchase and sales. But if we are purchasing or selling on credit and amount is paid in next month, so name will be written. Here we are paying to Nairuti for goods purchased in previous month, so we have purchased previously, so at that time name purchase was written. Now we have to just pay his liability, we have to just pay the amount to Nairuti, so we will write Nairuti's name. Because you know, when we are learning the 5th chapter, if we are purchasing goods on credit, then liability will be written on the base of name. So here we are paying the amount to Nairuti now. Goods are purchased in previous month, so goods are recorded. Now just we are paying to her, so her name will be written 19, 6, 15 by Nairuti account. Why we have not written by purchase account? Because goods have purchased in previous month. So goods transaction is over. Only the payment transaction is not. In the same way, Kinjal paid 1500 for goods. Kinjal is paying to us. We are not paying to Kinjal. Whenever we are paying to someone, we are crediting. Whenever we are receiving and others are paying, so we are receiving. Kinjal paid 1500 for goods sold to her in previous month. Again, we have done the sales in previous month, so sales have already recorded. Now Kinjal is paying the amount for previous month, so we will write the name of Kinjal instead of sales. So if the sales is in same month and at same time, then we will write purchase and sales, and if it is of previous month, then we will write the names to Kinjal account 1500. Old cycle for 600 is purchased for business. We are purchasing a cycle. Cycle is asset, purchasing, so cash will go out on 25th. 25th, 6, 15. We are purchasing not goods but an asset, that is cycle, so by cycle account 600. Cash is going out. 1000 received towards commission. We are receiving, so cash is coming in forward for commission. So 28, 6, 15 to commission account. 1000. Now the last transaction. Machine of 3500 purchased for business. We are purchasing the machine, cash is being paid, so cash is going out, so on credit side. 3615. We are purchasing goods, we are purchasing machine, not the goods, so we will write by machine account, not purchase account. 3500. Yes, now all the transactions. Now what you have to do, my friends, you have to listen clearly now my words. Please listen me clearly. Now as I said, after recording all the transactions, we have to take the difference of debit and credits. Now whenever we are preparing simple cash book, always debit side total will be more. If you need, we can check. If you need, we can check. We can take the total of debit side. 10,000, 3,000, 2,000, 6,000, 1,500, 1,000. Total of debit side is 23,500. Now let's take the total of credit side. 6,000, 1,000, 1,500, 5,000, 3,000, 600, 35. Total is 20,600. So always in simple cash book, total of cash is always debit side more, because the receipt of cash will be more than the payments. So we shall, after leaving, see here one line has already gone, so after leaving 3 lines we will take the total of debit side. Always debit side is more. 10,000, 3,000, 2,000, 6,000, 1,500, 1,000. Total is 23,500 for cash. Total of debit side is more. Now the same total you write here also. Now you will think that why sir is doing like this? Total of this side is actually less. But why I am writing 23,500 is that in account you know debits are equals to credits. So here the total of debit side is more, that is to be written on both sides. In account this is the rule. The total of which side is more should be written on both the sides. After that what you have to do, you have to write in your calculator 23,500 and you have to subtract this each amount. Minus 6,000, minus 1,000, minus 1,500, minus 5,000, minus 3,000, minus 600. Don't do any mistake. Minus 3,500. So it will be 2,900, and you have to round up this, because this is the closing cash balance, and on the last day of the month, this is June month, so last date of June is 36/15, and we will write by balance carried forward. This is brought forward, this is opening balance, this is carried forward, this is closing balance, and this is our answer. How we have done? In simple cash book or for cash, always debit of total is more. Write that total both sides, because debits are always equals to credit. This is in same line, okay? If you are thinking that these are not on same line, then I will write in same line itself. 23,500 is on same line. After that what to do? Write 23,500 in your calci. Subtract each amount. So do only minus an amount. Minus 6,000, minus 1,000, minus 1,500, minus 5,000, minus 3,000, minus 600, minus 3,500. It's 29. This is our answer. Our sum is over. But don't think that if your last answer is wrong by mistake, then your whole sum will be wrong. No. Marks I will give for each transaction. There will be marks for each transaction. So friends, we are finishing this for today. That's all for today. Thank you so much.